taking the system that was created so many years ago and that you guys have perfected. And speaking of which, how did that system come about? Where did the idea for a medically supervised weight loss company come from? We all know, I think everybody listening certainly knows that the weight loss business is an amazing business. I mean, last I checked, I think it was like $150 billion a year business or something like that.
Absolutely. I don't think there's probably a bigger or a better business opportunity to be in than weight. It's a $147 billion market. It's 175 million targets here in the US. So here in the United States, just from a market perspective, the United States leads the world in obesity and weight. Again, nothing to be proud of, but what we do. And
Yeah.
so 7.5 out of every 10 people walking down the street in a meeting at a party are overweight or obese. So it's really staggering. Obviously, there's a lot of yo-yo diets, food pyramids, meal replacement type of weight loss programs out there, and we all know about them. But when you look at the medically supervised marketplace, I think a couple keys to that is that first of all, when you're losing weight, it should be medically supervised, and I'll talk about our program and really what sets us apart coming up. But we're very medically and clinically component to our program, so we're very safe, sound, and effective. We have a physician for every one of our locations, an NP or a PA is the provider at each location. So the medical director does not need to be working in the actual clinic, but we've got an NP or PA at every location. So there's a provider in every location, and we accept all private pay insurances as well. So that's another big advantage with Medi-Weightloss. So not all of our our owners are physicians. As a matter of fact, over the last decade, we've grown mostly with non-physicians like you and I, Lance. Good business people who want to get into business to help people. It's pretty neat being in a business where you're helping people change their lives, literally. And then they hire the medical component. We do all the training and the system we have, which is what you ask about. When you look at Medi-Weightloss, and I'll be biased because I'm not one of them, it's our team, but I don't think you'll find any franchise out there that gives the type of franchise support that we do in a total turnkey business, as I like to say. And that's really the key. I think in franchising, you look at it, you want to run, you want somebody who really wants to run and work for themselves and be their own little president and CEO, right? At the same point in time, though, you want to follow that system because that's what franchising is all about. You've already put the game plan or the roadmap in place. So why, play outside the sandbox, as I like to say? If you're going to get in it, that's what you're paying money for and paying good fees for. Play inside the sandbox because it's a proven model. It's a proven success. And when you look at Medi-Weightloss, from our total turnkey model, we have to be that much more professional, thorough, complete than most. And that's not to put any other franchisor down. But again, we're combining medical, which is very regulated, with franchising, which is very regulated in a lot of legalities as well. So we do that very, very well. We have an incredibly talented team here with a lot of support. We've got a full-time medical director on board. We have a PhD from Yale who runs all of our R&D and compliance. You look at the franchise support and the marketing and the IT and the legal and the training and everything that we do, and holding our franchisees' hands, to help be successful. So the system that we have in place, I think, is honestly unparalleled, from a franchise support perspective. And then when you look at the actual system itself, which is called our Advantage system, we've built that system from the ground up, which runs the entire business. It's basically like their virtual office. Whether they're, as I like to say, whether they're on the beach, the boat, or the slopes, they can be looking in and logging in to see their business and how they do it. It's a system that helps us help them. We've actually spent over $12 million just on our system alone to evolve that over the 17 plus years that we've been in business now.
Wow, that's impressive. Thank you very much for listening today. Please like, follow, and subscribe. This is Lance Graulich. Until next time.